All right, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. But this week we'll start out how we typically do with the countdown, and then from there we'll jump right into worship. So Harley will ask everybody to stand, and then we'll get into goodness of God. So on this song, verse 1 will just be Harley. We'll come in on the first chorus there with her, and then staying in through verse 2, second chorus, bridge, all of that. We won't go out until it goes to the down chorus. And so then on that down chorus, we'll be out for the whole time. And then it builds back up. So Harley, there's those 8 beats at the end. I will sing of the goodness of God. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my life. And that's where we'll come back in with Harley. And then we'll be in until the end of the song. From there, we'll jump into our scripture reading. I'll kind of help facilitate that time. And then from that, Adrian, if you don't mind, just transitioning us back into us singing together. And so just saying, as you just heard our Advent reading for this week, let's continue in worship together, or whatever you'd like to say there. And then from there, we'll jump into Amazing Grace. So on this song, verse 1 and verse 2 will just be Adrian. Then we'll come in on the first chorus with her. And then staying in through verse 3, second chorus, does the chorus again. And then all of verse 4 will just be Adrian. The earth shall soon dissolve like snow. And then we'll just let her do all those tags by herself. And then out of that, more than likely it'll be a crossfade since we're going from A to A. That'll work really well. And getting into Oh Holy Night. So on this song, we've done this in the past. Typically it's in B, but we're doing it in A. It fits Gavin's voice better that way, and that's what we're doing, the key that we're doing in for the night of worship as well. So essentially we're all pretty much getting practice for this because I'm pretty sure all of us, for the most part, everybody is on for this song. But anyways, verse 1 will be Gavin. And then the pre-chorus, we can come in with him there, but really wait to come in a little bit more strongly until chorus 1 on Fall on Your Knees. And then we can stay into verse 2 and pretty much stay in the rest of the time there. And then all the tags and everything, we'll kind of let Gavin do what he needs to do there because I think he's going to sing them just a little bit differently than what's on the track. And so once we hear those a few times, we can maybe come in with him on those tags. We'll see how it sounds Sunday morning. But for now, plan to just listen to what Gavin's going to do on the tags. And then we'll make that call Sunday morning as to if we're on. So the tags I'm talking about are His power and glory, evermore proclaim. So for now, we'll plan to be out on that and just let that be Gavin. And then we'll just kind of go from there. Minus that, once we come in on that first pre-chorus, we're pretty much in until the end of the song, except for those tags. So when we go down, Caleb is preaching this week. This is the third week on Jesus has come to fulfill the law. When we come back up, we'll go into promises. So verse 1 and pre-chorus I'll take, and then we'll come in on the first chorus there together. And then pretty much we're going to stay in until just the first 2 times through the bridge. And then minus that, we're going to be in the whole song. So verse 1, pre-chorus, out. And then when we come in on that first chorus, we're in the whole time, minus the first 2 times to the bridge. And minus that, we're in. That is it for this week, y'all. Band, this is where you'll start the video. Really looking through, there's really not much to talk through this week. Goodness of God, we are playing that pretty straightforward, playing that in A flat. We'll have the countdown, jump right into the welcome, which Harley will have, and then we'll get into the actual song itself. From there, we'll have our scripture reading time. We'll kind of facilitate that the way that we've been doing the last few weeks. Once the scripture reading time happens, and Kim, I would like for us to do what we did 2 weeks ago, just kind of playing behind, and then, you kind of fade it in, and Shannon can help control, but maybe fade the pad up to maybe like anywhere between 25 to 50% probably would be good. But we can really kind of dial that in Sunday morning. But then from there, we'll get into Amazing Grace. And then once we're into that, we're kind of just going. So Amazing Grace, we're doing this in A. And then really not changing anything on this song, just playing it straightforward, playing this in A. And then my goal is to have a crossfade into Oh Holy Night. I think it'll be okay. I know it changes time signatures, but Really, it comes more in with the acoustic, and I feel pretty confident that we can make that transition well. But if it needs a change, it can. But for now, that's what we'll do. Oh Holy Night is in A. Typically, we've done the song in B when we've played this version. But it fits Gavin's voice better to do it a whole step down in A, and this is what key we're doing it in for the night of worship itself. So just take note of that it's an A instead of B this year. And then when we go down, Caleb is preaching third week on Jesus Has Come. This week is focused on to fulfill the law. And then we come back up, we'll go into promises. We're going to do this the way that we've done it the last, I guess, 2 or 3 times that we've done it now. It goes through, and I believe it's right at 5 minutes. Check in Planning Center. It'll have the time right next to it, but I believe it's right at 5 minutes that we go down. It's before they kind of, in the track, she's like, I put my faith in Jesus. It's kind of where it goes back down and then starts to build back up. But we won't do that. We'll just end it right at 5 minutes. So that's pretty much it, y'all. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need clarification on anything, as always, text me, call me, and I'll love to answer it. But if that's it, then I will see y'all who are on the second rotation Thursday night. And yeah, see you.